Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about FuSoYa. So FuSoYa, I never really have him in JP. So all I can remember is he has this unique shenanigan where he can extend his own debuff by the 2 turns or 1 turn. But anyway, from what I read through Compendium, I realized that he's a disruptor while having a battery as well as a good aura bot. Overall, he has access to, like I mentioned before, multi-turn frame paralysis using his LD, which extends the debuff that he lands for 2 turns. At first, I thought he doesn't have any frame paralysis in his kit. I thought the paralysis is not frame based on what I read on his skill 1 and skill 2. But then I realized that his LD buff allows him to frame every single debuff that he lands. So it actually makes it really good in that sense, since frame debuff makes it harder for it to fall off, especially given how easily for you to cap out the entire debuff for the enemy right now with the calls and everything. But FuSoYa also have a unique kit catered to this to this frame debuff, where if you gave him a spear, for example a Ultimecia spear, where he would land a defense style debuff, and it will frame that debuff as well since it's landed by FuSoYa himself. And if you use a call, for example Laguna call, which actually overlaps the defense down debuff that he lands, it will be considered as his own debuff, and every time he uses LD, it will extend that debuff by 2 turns as well. So that is a unique play you can play with FuSoYa, I guess, but it's not really that significant. The more significant one is always his frame paralysis part. But anyway, his FR also provides a lifesteal effect from every single HP attack. It only provides lifesteal to the HP attack user himself. For example, if Furion were to have his counter activated, he will have the life skill gained to himself instead of the entire party. But then again, Furion himself already have this life steal with his original kit, so yeah. He has a bravery refund based on initial bravery, which is only really good in my opinion if the enemy has shield. One of the examples are the situation where we have with Beatrix intertwining will, or intersecting will if you will. The boss gain a shield at certain threshold, and every time you use units like Rinoa, for example, where the brave refund is based on the amount of HP attack that she dealt, which results in 0 brave refund because she's not dealing any HP attack since the shield is basically stopping her from dealing that HP attack itself. So this would limit the damage from Rinoa, and FuSoYa actually can help her in that department since the bravery refund that he provides on every single HP attack is based off the initial bravery of the character itself. So this allows them to actually bypass this so-called shield shenanigan to allow more bravery refund. And his bravery refund can actually be stacked with other brave damage refund as well, such as Snow, but it's not significant enough for you to pull off a Snow flow like what Snow has. But anyway, it's still a very nice kit to have in a very niche situation where shield is a thing, mostly shield of course. Which we'll get later down the line in Area 5, though I still don't think it's that significant enough for you to break through that shield in the particular stage itself. But anyway, I think the only problem with FuSoYa I can see for now is that he has a speed down and paralysis, which is a little bit less productive for counter unit, especially given that the fact that his FR provides lifesteal to the entire party. So if you want to have a counter to capitalize that lifesteal, you might want to go for units such as Core to actually ignore the paralysis part. So yeah, but I think he'll be really good with Dash FR if you're not using his own FR, that is. But anyway, looking at FuSoYa's FR, he has a 2-turn paralysis on all enemy when he uses his FR. He also has a lifesteal effect, like I mentioned, from every single HP attack. So that is really nice for units such as Core, such as Machina, that doesn't have a lifesteal effect on themselves, while they can also counter when the enemy has paralysis on them or where the enemy cannot act. So these are 2 examples. Of course, we have trap user, but most trap users such as Maria, such as Leon, such as Furion, they really have that lifesteal, not just to himself but to the entire party. So I don't see them being able to be extremely useful in this sense. But anyway, FuSoYa FR banner for me is just kind of low priority in my opinion. He doesn't provide a lot outside of those 2 unique mechanics that he has. He really doesn't have much to offer in my opinion, especially given that his FR HP damage bonus is not really that high, given that you also cannot really supercharge his FR on every condition, since you can gain the 30% which recover bravery at start of turns, but the other 40% is required for you to take action against an enemy, so you can't really supercharge the next 2. So personally, I just gonna skip him for his FR, but I might pull for his LD though, because his LD call actually provides the initial bravery brave gain to the entire party. So that is actually quite useful in very niche situation, but nonetheless, very nice thing to have. So yeah, I think that's my plan. What about you guys? Let me know down in the comments below about what you guys think about the character, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.